evening, everyone. Call the meeting to order. This is August 2nd, 2023. Any disclosure of pecuniary interest? None. Okay, so I get a motion to approve the minutes of the board meeting of May 25th and June 7th. Okay. Also, if I could get a motion that the minutes of the July 5th, 2023 board meeting are approved as circulated. Okay. So number 4 on our agenda is a discussion, 30-day planning update and the fall fest plan session.
I contribute a little bit more.
Absolutely.
I gave my mother's quilting frame to a neighbor, and she has offered to come and set that up for her each day, and she'll quilt it. And I thought we could put out the spinning wheel and the treadle sewing machine and that sort of thing to show the woman's aspect of things. I just wondered, I called Mary and she thought it was okay, but I thought maybe you guys would like to discuss it as well.
Good idea. Yeah. Is that something like that's something we don't see anymore?
No, well, I knew I wasn't going to use the frame. It's the kind, it's the wooden one with the clamps and you roll it. There was no way I had room for it. But she's been using it. She's made all kinds of quilts on it. So I asked her if she'd come and she's going to put a quilt on the frame and show how it's done. She seemed quite pleased with that.
That would be nice.
So it'll have to be around the corner from Bob and the
We will need, I'd like it to be under a tent
yeah.
or something like that, because if rain happens, it's not a good
But it
thing.
would have to be away from Bob Bartlett too, because the quilt will be a different color.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that.
Because I know there's a spinning wheel, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, there's a
No, I don't
sewing
know
machine.
how operational it is. I can have a look.
Okay, well, I just kind of thought if we put all those things together. And she also has some wooden crochet hooks and knitting needles to demonstrate how they work, so.
One of the students is actually doing an exhibit on like using some of those things. So if you wanted to come into the museum and talk with her about what she's already going to use, and maybe you could set up her exhibit near that as well,
Or with it, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
So, do we have a roller carter in there as well?
I'm sorry?
You know, one of the old carters that roll up.
There might be, but I can't, it's been a long time since I checked that stuff out, so I have to.
You have the rolling paddle, but I don't think we have a not what's on display already. And I haven't seen it in the store.
I saw one, so I can't wait what I saw. Going in my garage. Yeah, that's great. Great. So that would be for heritage. Anything else for heritage day while we're, on the table?
We've been planning. So Bob Bartlett is coming, as was mentioned. Fire department is running the barbecue as usual in the fire engine. We've already reached out to local businesses and community partners, asking for silent auctions. We've had a few people get back to us already, but nothing arrived yet. In terms of the theme for Heritage Day, which was picked out, we've got the students working on the exhibit. So we've got sort of an intro to what is homesteading. One of them is working on sort of talking up, journey to the homestead. What tools and things that they have brought with them. And then the other students working on sort of food processing, preservation of the harvest, how to survive on the homestead. We have also contacted a few homesteaders. And we're looking to talk to them about their sort of modeling experiences. So sharing from hybrid and reached out to talk with them. But one that we were hoping to contact that were in the area, not in Nipissing. So if there's any homesteaders that you folks know of that would be interested in talking to us. These are those questions to ask.
Do we have a list of the early homesteaders in this area?
We have the family binders, which are in the storage room. So a lot of that has information from the first four families and the early families. But I'm not sure that there's like a population list from before 1901 we did the census. Okay.
Like I know I said before, but I know the last homesteaders township were urban and rural.
And the adoption created, yes.
I guess that house is just falling down. I haven't been by there lately, but somebody that I know went down the river to
As far as census goes, we go back to 71.
Which is not good. You know how to access it. And you get copies of
Yeah, I know they're all online. Right up to 1931 now. That's the new one out as of June 1st.
So is that you just want a list of?
Well, I just thought it'd be needed. Here are some of the families that first homesteaded in our area. It's not necessary, but I just thought it might be nice.
Well, was there anyone that came here that wasn't to a certain extent doing homesteading or just in a logging? Because when we first came here, there wasn't much there. We had to do self-reliant. So anyone.
Well, further out, it's been very west part of time, is now.
Well, she's still going.
Still driving.
It's doing sort of, generic research, but it's really going to talk to someone who actually can something like that.
Well, that's, they try to use their livestock for possible. So if they walk through the yard with a
Exactly.
I think too that, they use root cellar for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of root cellars all up through there.
I know my grandparents, they here, but they had some. So, and that stuff would last all winter. You know, I buy carrots and they're yucky after a couple of weeks.
So that's the other thing, if anyone on board knows someone who's living in one of the older homes that and get sort of photographs of what they're use.
Root cellar for typically made of stone.
Dug in the ground.
Yeah.
They're just dug into the
I know where
ground.
there's one that's dug in the ground, but I don't know where you get to it now. Beside my old house, up on the highway.
Well, what I'm saying is more like, what they're finding is sort of very generic.
You probably will.
And see what was more common in this exact area. That's really what we're trying to do, but we're stuck for information on people volunteer it. Facebook and you guys, whoever happens to stop by.
Root cellar was typically built on the north side of the steep hill. Just keep it out of the sun. These ground. Gordon talks. Yeah.
Just to police has been broken. One on the store side of just before that. They're cool. Yeah. Nice. People use nice houses. Yeah.
Was that common? Or was that?
They were more of a common, like the ice house for a farm would have probably been done. Because they were taking the ice house. Because the ice house is usually closed. Sawdust. So it might have been the barbers too, because barbers, you know, yeah.
So, not information.
Chris, in the township reference, is there an old book that's from the early years that would have the farmers listed, like, or taxation or anything? You don't keep up?
Haven't had it, but I'll look.
Just an idea that if you can just pick the names from there and then get the more information off the census and that kind of thing.
There are some books there in the schoolroom display too. Yes, families, maybe we could get some names out of there. I remember standing them up in the display.
Yeah, so those are really the books, but Steve Warren, coming to play music for me, but free. She's also saying, and this we all books to be, last year that was to be popular. Art song competition. So two person prospects saw yeah, the way the time of it. And then for any of the activities, so this is anyone who participates in that. So that's it for the package. For media, we have closer distributed to our group who walking. To Nipissing Township Rich and Amanda. I have here off my calendar. If I'm available.
You know,
I can
I
do
never-
calendars now, I have to do the next meeting.
Yeah.
I know, and I know, because I had a good conversation with that, I'm pretty bad at the word,
Oh, yeah.
but well, the chairman anyway.
So those are, so there's two posters in our bylaws. One is just general review poster. So if places are going to both, great. If not, just one, just the other thing we did was we made a flyer with the posters for both our events. We used for hours and the application for the event. So that's out. We can post it both information and all that stuff. On okay now. On Facebook, and day-to-day daily breaks, contact the museum. Particular about where you would like to stick your name at the bottom and what you do. Get that too. So we do have a couple of teachers, volunteers, students, relatives. Yeah. So that's what we've got from here today so far. I had a lot of help from the office and from the students and from Bob Margaret. We did need to, because I'm his grandfather. Yeah. So it's certainly long for us. The one that we
Oh, yeah. So that's one number. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a vendor application form out. It's available online. We put out a call for vendors on Facebook. The event, as I said, is a few people have taken forms. One person submitted so far. Not yet.
You know why? I think.
That's okay, there's still time.
I will. But I.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
So that happening. So the other thing is, is there anyone who's available to distribute all festivals will probably be right after Tuesday. 4 years each day, that way, you know, whoever's launching that day. So, that should be good. What else?
Everything should be settled down, yeah, it should be.
What's the date of fall festival? I've lost my date.
September 10th, Sunday, 15th. I don't have a sign-up sheet as yet, but if there's anyone who knows that they can volunteer, they are the fall festival. Okay. Oh, there was another donation. So for June, there was a total of 37 people coming through. So 9 to just in June, 24 for the same store, but for both. But the review for July, we had 153 people. So it was just easy to store at 65. So, and just for comparison of stats from last year, so in July last year, we had about 200 visitors total. So it's about 50 people down. About 200 visitors, including people who came to pilot. So it has been a bit quieter, but we found out more stuff out on the media.
Jillian, what time do you want us there on August the 15th?
Onwards. So if people are available to come before 10, I'd say 9:30 or 9. That would be great, but it's
I just
probably
need a
not
time.
necessary.
In fact, maybe I could have my friend set up on the day before. Would that work?
I was not if she's setting up outside, just because I wouldn't want anything to happen.
Right.
We'll probably try and set the tents up on Friday.
Mhm.
But that's weather dependent. If the weather's not good, the fire department volunteered to help set up tents in the morning.
Yeah, we'll set the tents up in the morning. Yeah.
It's not a whole bunch of people carrying them across. No, but it is. So can we at least 3 people to get it up?
Yes, you do.
Or 2 days. If you're available, yeah.
I'm gonna put my phone on here. It takes a while to set up, so.
Yeah. So the event starts at 11. Hopefully we'll have most things sort of set up first, or I'll leave instructions for the students about where I'm going to go. I will be available by phone. So, and I've already talked to Bob Bartlett, who knows what he's going to set up for the hardest thing. I don't know how to set up to do the same thing every year. So it's only really, I think, design an option and the fence exhibit if it's going outside, but will have to be set up for more.
Yeah, that's good. I just as long as I got the information to tell her.
More than that, I was thinking of the fall fest.
Remington Union Park as well, on the 19th, August 19th. And I can touch base tomorrow. I gotta reach out to them.
Okay,
We're also putting together a table for movie department with Candy. I'll work it out, so I thought we could help them.
oh, and you would do a sale on for Heritage Day? Which would like to do that, how much would you like to sell it for, what percentage off?
We want to move as much as possible. Because
We don't want anything complicated, since there's a lot of sales, and it's relatively. Like it's not a smart system. But I have to fix issues for it, so.
Yeah.
Do a price list of all the prices.
Okay, I would suggest, you know, like if we go ahead and decide on a percentage drop.
Just as long as we're not losing money.
Well, yeah. That's fine.
It's quite high.
So do we have a 50% mark?
They're on discount.
And we can get
We did it in.
As to what the markup is. I'll find out tomorrow. I'll go.
it's broken down to the markup is different.
Okay.
So based on what I had to do last year, it was a base percentage and then sort of rounded up or rounded down. Sort of how well it's.
Oh, I see,
Sort of
yeah.
do every markups we generally manage work from it.
Okay, is that everything we have for those two items? Just special items? Questions? Okay. So do I have to, should I have to do the statement of purpose? So I have,
Circulated it electronically again.
yeah. Yeah, so for these 7 items coming up, if I can have a chance to go through them. I'll hold it twice. Give me a little more each time we prove it, so that was one of the stuff. So are there any, well, there's, I guess, statement of purpose, statement of intent, program objectives, public programs, additional services, policy and collection management. So, the motion is, can I get a motion for these items?
Are we gonna discuss them?
We could, well, that was the question, is there any, does anybody have any questions or?
I just kind of thought on the statement of intent, it was a little wordy. I thought that symbolically the formal and informal education systems. We could have just got institution working in active response to the community's history.
You know, well, anything that's short or something.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
And I wasn't quite sure what on all levels, and therefore programming at the museum operates on all levels and attempts to make optimum use of resources. This programming at the museum operates to make optimum use of resources and facilities.
So you're suggesting we go with,
In the third line, I thought we could go, the Nipissing Township Museum functions in the community as an educational institution working in active response to the community's history, celebrations, and current affairs. Therefore, programming at the museum attempts to make optimum use of resources and facilities for educational and recreational use. I just edited it, that's all. Just thought it was clearer. You don't have to change it, I thought it could be.
well, the whole purpose of sitting here is to get ideas, and because statements of intent, stuff like that, is quite often overused. Maybe not so much. Okay. So, statement of purpose, anything on statement of purpose? Changes?
I did. Well, I'm behind on it. Okay.
Don't beat yourself up if you have an idea.
Well, I'm just wondering on the, to maintain a high standard of preservation of buildings, grounds, and collection of artifacts. Who's doing that? Like, is it us as a board, or is it us, or is it the building inspector? Who looks after that maintenance? I'm sorry,
The building inspector has nothing to do.
you'll have to forgive me. I've still got a ringing in my ear from flying, and it's driving me nuts. But okay. Yeah.
Eggs moving around.
I thought you had a big list.
For the preservation of the buildings, now that's work, right? Or
It would be staff.
that would be staff.
So having said that, how often do they check it? How often is that looked after?
For the grass is better on a regular basis. The building itself, we generally do an inspection in the spring before we open.
Yeah, then we do a monthly inspection.
That will,
Is there something you're looking for?
No, I'm
or-
just going through this, thinking who does what.
no, it's good to be informed about who does what. So there are 3 levels of maintenance, basically, with the building on the ground. So Works does the grounds and repairs the building minor repairs. So that's that.
Yeah, they fix the
Stop,
lighting.
stop there, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fix the lighting in the building.
Fire department does all the safety checks.
Mhm.
And then we get an inspection, building inspection.
Yeah, then staff brings in contractors as needed.
So there's basically three levels of care taken in the building and ground. As for collection of artifacts, that's basically us. Yeah, museum staff, but under the guidance of the board.
Okay.
Because, you know, like we're looking here, we have this document that we're going to use. Here was a woman looking after the yeah.
Mhm.
Program objectives. Does anybody have anything? Develop and maintain committed to providing the township of Nipissing reaching innovative, formative, and historically accurate education. By public learning opportunities and promote involvement through interactive experiences and educate the community about the function of museums in our society. Develop and maintain museum and relevant resources. All right, everybody? Public program. Oh, okay. All right. So the following public programs, opportunities are offered to visitors to read, tour, public programs, we provide workshops and lectures, particularly in conjunction with various exhibits and celebrations. Special events cover a range of topics profile of the museum, including cultural events involving children's activities as well as adult oriented track. Complement programs offered by other local institutions. That sounds like a mouthful, but you know what?
I really think the middle 2 points is a place we really need to work hard at. I don't think we've done enough of with the children and that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I think it's good to have it in the program. But we can strive to do that, you know, where it's staff and shortcomings and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying in the future.
Yeah.
I think those are 2 areas where we could and put our effort.
Okay. So you're right. Well, you know, you do well our future plan. Try to keep that up for our future plan.
Yeah, well, I think it's good to include the children.
Well, you're absolutely right, because you get better history. They'll get better history.
Now, they did try the book reading over the weekend, and unfortunately, nobody attended. They were ready, and they had a book, and they had the gazebo all set up, and
Was it advertised?
yeah, we
It was,
advertised in
but it
social media.
was, it was sort of, it was a bit last minute. We're hoping to do it consistently every Saturday, so we continue posting it and hopefully we'll.
Are the little mini libraries up yet?
Well, the one in Powassan is, I haven't got the other one built for the township yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we've got the box on the stand? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, my plan, because I opened my mouth at a board. You don't do that at board meetings, by the way, just a warning for everybody, or a lesson. I have to, well, we have the plywood that we got from the crate.
Oh,
The plywood
Yeah.
that is, my plan is to use that plywood, some decorative stuff, and try to have some older wood. And some of it in keeping with the museum, it's all rough cut lumber.
okay.
Some of it may be aged, you know, like sitting under a spruce tree raised up. I did a framework that raised up some pipe and stuff on it, and then put a green stain into the patina. When I sanded it, it came out really well. I didn't have to finish it, so.
So sorry, is something from the back of the property?
Yes.
Yay, that's wonderful.
Where, and the other one is the man. The plan, we're not having to do here and one. And stuff. Whatever.
I can help. Oh, Lordy.
But it's only gonna be, you know, like.
Yeah, well,
this
So that's
wide.
all they're supposed to.
well, the
know.
one that's in town, the one that's in town and the one that's in Turk Creek are used.
Oh, yeah. Well, that was the plan, and I opened my mouth at the library and said, well, we can't get anybody to do it out here.
Yeah.
And of course.
There was no maybe about it then.
But they said there was no rush, so that was saving grace. Thank goodness that that was a year. Okay, so additional services. Guided tours are offered during museum operating hours or may be arranged in advance by appointment to accommodate a special interest group. Special assistance research is provided by appointment. So is this additional service, so the policy review is part of this additional services?
Well, it's the end of this whole piece.
Oh, okay. So anyway, the Township Museum program and education policy is approved by the Township Museum Board. And program and education policy shall be reviewed at a minimum of every 4 years. Necessary. So at this point that you wanted to jump in?
So I want to jump in with the collection stuff.
Okay, so that was, okay, so the reason I'm reading through this is just to refresh everybody, because we read it and then forget what it was that we read sometimes. So exhibition policy. The Nipissing Township Museum's exhibition policy sets the guidelines for the museum with respect to exhibits displayed at the museum. It must uphold the museum's statement of purpose and also meet the needs and interests of the residents and visitors of the township. And exhibitions in Nipissing Township Museum hosts two types of exhibits. Coming before the acquisition and artifact museum board and management shall ensure that the item is appropriate representation of the purpose of the museum, that it will complement the overall exhibition appearance, of the exhibits currently on display in the museum. The article shall be carefully researched to verify its authenticity and relevance to the mission of the township. Once it's determined that an item will be an asset, catalog, brief description of the item, prove that it was acquired in person. Exhibits in the museum are designed with the general theme, for example, visitors will see a new story of each artifact that is displayed shall be accepted into utilizing the approved collection policy and catalog procedure. Many items in each display in the museum may be rotated with other items of storage on a right space.
On that point, can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, it says evaluated, maintained, or redesigned. Who does the evaluation?
Um,
Is it us as a board? Is it staff? Who does, it says the displays of the Nipissing Township Museum are evaluated. Who does the evaluation?
yeah, we have to make that decision here. I suspect that it's the board with the assistance of the manager. It's a valid question, you know, because we put it in our policy. We have to take that,
Can you, do we not have an answer to that later on in here? Yes, yes, because this isn't where you would put that, so doing some.
or the policy review and approval. It's on page 5.
I would certainly suggest that.
So it's us. The policy review and approval, it's the Nipissing Township Museum Board, that's that?
I would certainly suggest though that, when moving art back to where it is done with the help of staff, making sure that location information for everything is updated, because that is part of the major problem.
Board gives direction on the vision. And it's,
Yeah.
That could actually, everything.
That again, it's like the other, it doesn't go here, it's here, and what you're talking about was probably in the summer too. And
so
is
we
that,
should just, we should make that one.
So we could really work on that way. So, this is the report on this. Moving so. Year. For this event, here, however, consistent. Members of the community are invited to set up this. That's we're following that. Collection management policy. Syria was one of the first settlements in Ontario, and then when collection should reflect it. Council each term board's duty is to ensure that the collection is consistent. Objects, collection objects should be of historical significance to this area and contribute to a clearer understanding of something custom, activity, limited storage space, using objects for the collection. And storage must be taken into account. Acquisition. Display of the museum can be acquired through donation or purchase. By donation, the museum must ensure that the donor is the true owner of the item to the time of ownership. For purchases, the museum shall receive a bill of sale with information of the vendor included. Now, that I have. Okay, so this is acquisition. Are all items acquired, do you become the owner of all items acquired? No, does this,
we either own them or they're on the.
or they're on loan? Or that later on. So, management of the collection, the manager decides whether to accept or not. So, board will finalize. The board also decides when an artifact is not criteria of policy. And that is the artifact is cannot be taken in the potency of the one. Another option, sell it with proceeds going towards that other item. In fact, this is bad repair. Conservators should be consulted and nothing.
When selling artifacts, they have to be doing
Yeah,
likely what
Nor they deal with.
oh,
I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
can't, I'm not hearing out of this ear very well.
so I was just suggesting that we add, instead of just the proceeds going towards acquisition of other items, proceeds going towards, your maintenance of existing.
That's a good idea.
Conservation. And we also put something in the acquisition. That cataloging should be done up to. Sometimes it's not possible to do it, but it should be top priority.
But shouldn't that be under the catalog heading?
Yes, but also as long as if someone's just looking at, oh, someone brought something, you're looking at the application section. And they're not necessarily going to the catalog.
well, acquisition, there is an acquisition form.
There's a gift form, which needs to be signed by the owner. And then there's an accession form, which would be filled out by staff, typically with, you should actually, so there's a couple ways to do it. You could take the accession form, donor, fill out the form, get the information for the accession form, do it right there. Or most of the information on, yes, the accession form is filled out by staff. Anything that they really need to get from the donor. Attached stories that detail the discussion forum and not just pays for it. So ideally it would get done time of, but we can just write something.
Well, if you're receiving, wouldn't it be? To fill out the accession form. Now, I looked at the accession form and
To get you looking at.
yes, but do we have everything in your opinion? Does the accession form have everything on it that we need to continue cataloging that item once that person has left the premises? You know, they leave the item behind. So
Yeah, it should.
it should.
Yes, if there is any extra details, perhaps at the bottom, even if
Well, I'm talking about like on the accession form, if there's some stuff, extra stuff for the provenance of the so that we have all of the information. So we leave that form right with the item.
the only thing I would suggest is, one line for history might be enough for some objects, but probably not for most.
Okay.
I don't know, I could write the gift form,
The session form.
but that's pretty rough. That's not very rough.
Trying to fit it on there, it's not.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Because, you know, like, if we can get as much of that right
Yeah.
there.
Certainly the part that you don't.
Yeah, so. Just
I agree. Part of acquisition is.
Or put the accession form over on number 2. Page 4, acquisition, it says gift form. Maybe we should have a number 2 there and have the acquisition form at the same time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
So. Catalog. Oh, yeah. The museum manager may take an object on consideration of the board's decision made, and the item is either returned to the donor or included in the museum's collection. At that point, the gift form is completed, the artifact is assigned a number, and it is added to the accession register. An accession card is made out, one copy of which is filed in the museum records, kept securely in the Township of Nipissing records retention, and one is sent to the donor along with a letter of acknowledgement. The item itself is then numbered in an inconspicuous place to correspond with the accession register. Museum manager adds it to their worksheet along with the condition report, historical significance, and specific care required for the artifact. So you have an accession form catalog.
So this is where I find it a little bit too complex. So for each artifact, the big form and the session form should have all of the basic information. The condition report is the, there's also space for the condition. And the what was that? This I found this would be useful as an inventory sheet, for example. As one of these going through the hardware store and making inventory, this is basically the information you're recording. This is not enough information when you're actually acquiring an artifact. My suggestion would be to change vision and take out the manager's work. So an accession card is made out, that was the other. This is the cataloging. The last second last line. Museum manager added to the work. Yeah, so the historical significance should be part of the accession form. The specific care should be part of the condition form and the ordinance section.
If you just wanted to say the museum manager as the information to this.
And to be, so the various houses of the concession register, essentially the same thing. Catalog. But a little bit. The vision report form is much more complex. And it's something that you need to do when an artifact is acquired, when it goes online, or it's conditioned after, like some sort of, but be realistic, be this size, if the condition form isn't, if there isn't time to fill out a complicated condition form, or it's not going to come through, you know, there's a little bit of a limit, but
Last thing, so that
What,
yeah, that's last year.
do we take pictures of the articles from the so that we have a photo record of the condition?
It's usually done during the cataloging, not necessarily during like the acquisition process. Because we want, I was setting up an area that more
But at least there's a backup to do that.
yeah, because I give you your.
so. The question is that what we would like to do in the catalog? Because this is getting
Yeah, so it seems to me
Because
like
we
there's,
brought you into this halfway through, I think it would be best if maybe we sat at the office and we went through this first. Before that we do on the next.
it just doesn't seem very friendly to me, the whole
It's,
process.
well,
we
it's,
had,
that's, I mean, to a certain extent, no, it does require a certain amount of training. Or like, you know, anyone can learn to do it, but there is a learning process to it. So,
This procedure, I think we should be going through using yours, they want to get the copy, give you input, make changes, and at least. I think
We can streamline this in ways that
Laura, you had asked about different roles of the board within the policy. The roles of the board are actually in the terms of reference of the museum file.
Okay,
So they're in that document. And that's where it says that the museum board establishes the rules and regulations for the museum. We maintain strategic planning, do the, we have this work. Oh, I knew I read it.
Yeah.
Remember we stopped it and then we found the document.
Oh, it's
So I
good
know
that
it's
you have
there.
the document with you. Okay, so we're good with that. How about artifacts on loan or? Yeah, I like that. So do I need a motion to be first? Oh, okay.
Okay,
curious.
Dave and I are breakfast. Are you to that now?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're there.
okay, we went over and visited the church. Found out a lot of things. The memorial plaques, I'll just go through them. They would probably deny it all. The memorial plaques, they are made by some, somebody local, that's carpenter or crafter.
Was it Peter Chapman?
Yes, I think it was, yes. Like they're about this high, they're about this thick and they're light colored wood.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then they have the little brass, plaques that you see on, cookies and things. Engraved with the people. At church.
So is this like that blue movie that just passed away in this same year or?
Locals. All locals.
They go to that
Attended
church. That attended that church, and I can't tell you when it started, but it couldn't have been way back 100 years. It is. That's what I said. It covers more of the recent years, but whenever they started it, it's still going on. And it's in 3 plaques, right? It's in 3 of these big plaques right now, but they will rearrange it so that there's only a few in the third one. So they will they change it so it's 2 plaques if we want them. It's
So-
just 2 plaques.
If this is something that's still going on, if they
Yeah.
want to talk,
I doubt it because the whole thing with this is that the church is sold
okay, not that we're still running.
right now, but that was only for a total of 2 years ago. They have another year or so to go on with the contract. So what happens after that is not really so sure. The teacups, I guess somewhere along the line, they started, the family would bring one of the deceased person's teacups from home and collect it, and they got 30-ish or whatever now. But they're like Royal Albert or, fancy the, so. If you think about this, so what we're really going to do. Number 3 is a plaque that has 2 pictures of the church on it, if I remember rightly, in a poem by Marie Loman. She wrote, which would probably be significant. Then the needlepoint is, somebody has done a needlepoint recognizing all life members when they became life members in the church. Not being a United Church person, I don't know what you had to do, but you have to belong to that church for so long or something. And this is what it,
But
that's
are
what it is.
the names of people that have resided in this township for a long time?
But I don't know how they got to be life members. I don't understand. I don't
I
know.
don't know if they have to be members of the United Church here.
Okay, well, that's something we can check on. Number 5 is scrapbooks, which would probably be nice to have because it lists all the things that happen in the church. But that church is 100+ years old.
Oh, definitely consider that. The occasions at the church pretty much chronicles the events of the town.
Yeah. So,
It was probably the best of it all.
yeah, that's the that's so far. And then number 6 is the communion sets.
We already have it here already. It's not from that church.
Pardon me? Communion sets?
I know that there's one, I think,
Okay.
from the Anglican church,
Mhm.
but I'm not.
Yeah, okay. These ones are round, like yay big. They're about this deep. They have a handle in the middle, and the cover lifts off And in it, we've got all the little, glass. That's for
Some areas that we have, except we just have.
But the Anglican Church and the United Church.
No, 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 no. You don't drink out of little glasses like that in the Anglican Church. You have something with
I stand corrected, sorry, Mary.
Anyway, there's, one of these is a light colored metal, like, looks like aluminum, but I don't know what they call it. Yeah, but it's the same idea as the other ones. The other ones are nice wood ones, but they have 4 of them. And, yeah, circular handle. The cover comes off, the small glasses, which are yay high and not very big if they had a cancer. Whatever they serve in it. But, and on the back, there's several banners, and these are interesting because what they were are for, they're huge. I guess 2 by 3. They have a bow across the top and then a rope up to hang them on. But they're all according to the church's colors that they use during the year, like what they have for Christmas, Easter, Lent, whatever, the whole thing. So they're all, and these are all handmade by local people as far as I know, and there's quite a few of them. So it's something we may want or whatever.
Or either around.
Could have been, I don't know.
Is it something that we could display at church?
High, yes.
Like have them all in a row?
Yeah. Yes, and because I mean, the colors mean the different thing.
Me?
You know?
Yeah. Sorry, just, are you the same church? The one we have and this one, is it?
And the
Ours-
church is both united.
Yeah, are they both the same church, or is there something wrong with
No,
putting one?
The long church was Anglican.
It started out as Methodist and became Anglican later. It has some artifacts from that original church, and it also has some from
So is there
Nationality, which is the one that's
something
next
wrong
door.
with
to
that?
it.
No.
Two different churches.
Yeah.
They're 2 different churches, but this is not a situation where you're trying to do a church.
No, I'm just asking, I
No,
know there
no,
was a
no.
few things that you can't
Oh.
move around, so I wasn't sure. if
Yeah, but
that's-
they're all Protestants. It's all right. Some people might not think that way, though. Trust me.
Yeah, we broke it down into different days.
Mhm.
Catholic. And then I was raised Catholic, everything else.
That's right. And then there was a whole bunch, and then there was a whole bunch of different places.
Then it was
Or
broken down into
Western
Baptist,
Mennonite.
United, Anglican. And all of that.
Yeah, so, yeah, the log house, the log building was actually an Anglican church, but it was a Methodist first, so, I mean, you're changing anyway, and if you
The
get,
building itself doesn't,
no.
The
it's
Anglican
what,
church,
it's whoever's in there at the time.
And when
We
you
have
go,
displays from more than one sect.
yes,
Does that help?
Our Mennonite church is now a church for Chinese people of some sort.
My Anglican
They
church
don't
I
even,
was
they don't
raised
even
in
have
is
a
now
church
Seventh
anymore.
Day
It's
Adventist.
in a different town.
Oh.
They didn't live in enough people to go.
I don't think there's any problem with,
Oh, yeah.
because we're just doing displays, I mean, you can do
Well,
displays.
it's part of the community, and
Yeah.
this is a community museum.
Okay,
There's no-
we're digressing.
Yeah, and
Because somebody said religion, there wasn't even any other question. But anyway, so we have to kind
Yeah.
of come to grips with what items we.
Yeah.
Do we have to pick?
No,
number 8 is government, the certificate they got that said that they were 100 years
from
old.
the province.
Yeah.
From the product.
So we should have that.
Yeah.
I asked for that.
We need
Might
that.
have room for that.
I don't know why we just don't take it.
And that,
We need
and
the
and
pictures
that's,
of the church with
it's
Noreen's
just the
home.
standard little one that,
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
okay? So anyway,
When was it?
They're not good, they're not. Yeah, not like the two. Should know what you're.
No, I'm saying that this year government.
What
Oh,
year did they
When was it
receive it?
received by the?
On their 100th anniversary.
Yeah.
Very good, Dave, thank you.
Their 100th anniversary, was. That's what they got it. There you go, Jody. We got.
okay,
You're right.
okay, put it this way, the certificate looks very close to what they're doing now, like,
It's Bill Davis.
oh, was it Bill Davis?
Yeah.
So you're like,
Okay.
oh, so that's
Now we have a
why.
timeline.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
It
you.
was
okay,
Bill Davis saying.
I couldn't remember who was.
Because I got a few of those.
So that would have been in the, so they would
Bill
have been in
Davis.
the
And my kids say, or Bill Davis.
About, yeah,
seven.
so,
So
Yeah.
it was received in the seven.
like, I'm thinking that that church is probably close to like 125 now, I don't.
I would, yeah, I would. argue
Yeah.
even more.
Yeah, but now, when I wrote this, I am not even too sure, that's why I put the question mark, it might have been 125 that they, that I,
Oh, it's, but it's never.
Oh,
Yes.
so it might be the 125th. anniversary.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was the 100.
I did too,
Yes.
and then I questioned it because I thought the church was older, maybe it was, okay. So, yeah,
Still pretty neat to have.
yeah,
Well-
oh, it's, yeah,
The date will be on the certificate.
yeah, oh, yeah, it's all there, yeah.
Well,
The scrapbooks for sure,
Marine Coleman's.
yeah,
Yeah,
Marine
Marine
Bowman's, yes.
And that's.
And some of the banners. I like the
Some-
banners,
Why not all of the bands?
Or
You
all-
could change them.
all of the
You
banners.
wouldn't have to put
because
them all
she
up.
was-
I wouldn't just.
If we don't
banners
take-
if not- So I think maybe we should double check if we do figure out how big to photographs. You see some photographs and they're all the exact.
Yeah, they seem to be any.
Mhm, mhm.
In terms of how many there are.
The thing with those, a lot of them are really,
I know, but it,
a lot of them are really old.
If we don't take this stuff, what happens?
They'll go back, like the teacups, Norman thought that the people that donate look at that when
Yeah.
it's a family member, so they.
or it might be interesting to do it as a temporary exhibit and then have the people's family members.
Yeah.
But it could be something that we should do. If we get this really, we could have them out for Heritage Day.
It would be nice to have the scrapbook put somewhere on Heritage Day too, so people could go through them and even explain some of the things that are going on.
I don't think we're gonna get it.
Going on?
No.
We could funds for Heritage Day.
Yeah.
Yes.
But whenever we get them on that.
This is good because then we can. Look at the church. Banners and things.
And I'm not really against all those memorial plaques, either number one. Check them out, see exactly how far the dates go back on it. Next time we can send over two people who know what they're doing.
Oh, it was pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it was in and out of there. Because it was, just-
So.
Are they similar
suggesting that we go to do it again with more members?
But anyway, I both agreed on those three particular things that
Yeah.
when we were there.
So the pictures, scrapbook,
And the
and the certificate.
For the banks, I do think they probably were taking, but like I said.
Yeah, for storage,
Yeah.
is because being caught.
Mhm.
Storage is very critical.
Yeah, those type of banners that, everything on there is a separate piece. They can add it to the top, like
Oh,
if it's got,
yeah.
yeah. That's it. The ones we saw were in good condition, but I don't know, like, we didn't make them drag them all out. Okay, okay, but like, we saw what they had available, what they had been using. Sure.
Do I need a list of questions? We can check on those.
Yes. Mhm.
There is one more than this. So it's antique double oxygen, cast iron ring, and it was from this locality that doesn't have a date from when it was made, but I believe it comes from the property on the site of near the road. Look at hardware stores. Do.
Well, this one was
So
like,
this one comes from.
yeah,
And I couldn't find it in. How long that is, but here. It was 2002 number. And so I really need it. That can be found. Which is why I wanted to do that. Yeah, it doesn't look like.
anytime that they get an environment really tough country.
So that's the other thing. The accession of artifacts. Is one for the accession, who's responsible for? Would that be public works? Or that be civil works?
We're making a decision.
Well, I'm hoping Mary will say,
What's that?
I said, well, I'm hoping Mary will say who.
Maybe we could hang that one in the museum where the old one is, and hang the old one outside on the building.
Well, it's not hanging when we have a city report.
Oh, okay.
The typical meter.
shape, but. They are doing.
Be nice to have that for Heritage Day. Just to have that yoke put out for Heritage Day.
Well, I left the, it was, this is information on the spring, or we said. That we have. Saying sorry, which I would not. However, don't fall across the market. So. If you want to do that, that's.
So the question here is,
I would recommend yes, because obviously. That have those.
I think it would be a good thing to
I think we should have it. We put our open in the front of the building for a month. And out of the way safely, and maybe we'll bring it down.
You could probably put it in the drink shack till at least December. But after December,
well, it could stay there until it's time to close the museum.
yeah, we could do that. We can move the drink shack and move back from there.
That possibility, yeah. So now you think we should take.
Yeah.
I want the 2 lots for them.
I don't think they'll fit in the hardware store right now.
Probably wouldn't look very good right now, anyway, if they're over 100 years old,
The ones that, okay, the farm that's in the middle of Nova Scotia that they were using.
Oak Island.
Oak Island?
Oak
I've been at that farm. And they had beautiful team farms. I worked in
Down east, they really like their oxygen.
right in that end of Nova Scotia. It's right in the center of the high spot. He's the guy that knows all this stuff when they were in Oak Island.
The blacksmith, that does all.
Yes, yes, and that's where it's from. I can't remember the name of the farm, but I just got pictures of it 50 years ago.
If you don't want to go that far up into the middle of California,
Yeah. Now, one other question aside. What did we do with the rate from the church? Now, did we? But I gotta check with Marina or somebody because it's not the same, and I think they must have got a second batch when they, but like there's the one, the quote is the one that's like every other church in the area has, and this one is slightly different. So I just want to find out whether it's a newer model, like there's a new batch that's got to sell.
Just from memory, I think that's. No, that means that I looked through the people that we did have. We had covered it. So I found it. And read it. But I'm pretty sure that. Well. Yeah.
don't,
And
well,
the
they're
dates were all
closing, they're not mad
reinforced,
for
so
that.
that shouldn't happen anymore. It's all been fixed.
So I'm accepting this and you can bring it in whenever you go there. And then set the rate shop.
Putting a limit on it.
So that's the other thing is how many museums, how far do we want to go with disposing? With-
Are we ready? So. Or.
Who hasn't had their name on there? Who hasn't had their name on there
Gladys. So. Motion number 2023. That we adjourn the meeting at 8:03 p.m. Next meeting will take place September the 6th. Beginning at 6:30 p.m. All in favor?